Okay, hi Max.
Hello.
So today we have Max, my son, to do an unboxing of our Parent and Child Together activity that has been delivered to your home personally by me. So go ahead, Max, open up the box and see what we have in here. Gummy worms. Tongs. I wonder what that could be about. Cookies. And pudding. Now you may have chocolate and you may have vanilla. And also, of course, you have a book, Backyard Bugs. Okay? And we have 3 handy, helpful parenting information. So hold it up, Max. We have Toddlers Love Picture Books. Okay? And we also have, which says, books with photos of children doing familiar things, books in bright familiar pictures, books about bedtime, books about spying, saying hello and goodbye, books with simple rhymes, and books with animals. And our book focuses on animals, okay? And then we also have page number 2. When I pretend to be a firefighter, teacher, doctor, mommy, daddy, truck driver, cashier, cook, server, or police officer, I am learning problem-solving skills, turn-taking, language skills, gross and fine motor skills, and about the important people in my life and in my world. Okay, so that's where we're focusing on today. Thank you, Max. So Max is going to, what we're doing today is we are digging for worms. And so it's pretending, and it's language building, and it's fine motor skills, Alma, with my tongs. And we're going to be counting our worms, and we're going to be problem solving and exploring to see what happens to whole cookies when you smash them up. And we're going to be doing some doodling of straight lines as well. Okay, you ready, Max?
Yep.
Okay. Take your cookies in the baggie. Don't take them out. You don't even have to take them out, and smash them. And your little ones can do this too. Until they're really nice and crumbly. Oh, look, Max is using his problem-solving skills. He's using a spoon as a tool.
I think it's good.
Okay, now take your 4 packs of chocolate pudding and open them and scoop them into our container. And again, this is something your children can do, and get them to count the 4 packs of pudding. Because it's one thing for children to know how to count. It's another thing for them to be able to identify 4 objects and to make that one-to-one correlation. I guess I could have gotten more shallow containers, but this will work. Pudding number 2. Pudding number 3. And pudding number 4. Okay, next step. is to dump your cookies in there. So it looks like dirt. Some big chunks in there, buddy. That's okay. We're not going for perfection. We are going for the project. The project's the involvement. Okay, mix them all up. It resembles dirt somewhat. Okay, and again, young children can stir for sure. Nothing hot in there, so we're all good. Okay, and then Max, go ahead and put like 5 worms in there. You can put as many worms as you want. 5 will do the trick, but the point is to get them down in there and buried. In fact, I should probably be doing this part. Yep, plop them in and cover them up. Yeah, very good. Okay, now Max says this is the exploring and discovery part, and fine motor skills.
Yeah, I gotta develop those.
Okay, so he's going to be fishing around for worms and counting them.
1.
You can put them over there.
2.
Now, obviously, the more pudding you pull out, the less pudding you're going to have to eat.
3. 4. 5.
Okay, and see, we got more counting in there. Now, if we wanted to, we could turn all our worms back in and we can do it again. Because children learn through repetition. But we won't make Max do it again. So, now, as far as the worms go, they are gummy worms. If my child was younger than 2, then I probably wouldn't be giving them gummy worms. But if I gave any child a gummy worm, I would make sure that I snipped it up really small with like kitchen scissors or something like that. But the idea behind this is to count them as he eats a gummy worm, just to rub it in. Okay, so Max, would you like to read the book with us? Yes, you would. Okay. Hold it up nice and big. What's it called, first of all?
Backyard Bugs by Jill McDonald.
Okay.
Who lives in your backyard? You can see there's a cat and a garden, you know. And then the next page is Let's Go Explore. There's bikes and a house and flowers.
Uh-huh.
Look up in the sky. Do you see the bee buzzing by? You can see there's the bee right there, and the cat and the boy are looking up. Buzz. A bee's house is called a hive. The hive is where bees make honey.
So what's a bee's house called, Max?
A hive.
He's so smart.
Zoom. Dragonflies swoosh back and forth over the flowers. And you can see there's dragonflies up here, and the flowers are right here. There are 1, 2, 3 dragonflies, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers.
Mm-hmm. And if your child knows some colors, you can identify colors too.
A spider is spinning a sticky web. Can you count 8 legs? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You're a good counter, Max.
Spiders make silk to spin their webs. This is the web, so it must be silk. Watch out! A grasshopper takes a giant leap. Where is it going? Why, we can see that the grasshopper's jumping all the way across the page over here. A grasshopper has very strong legs, which will let it jump far.
Max, do you have strong legs?
Yes, I do.
Are you a good jumper?
Yep. And what's that sound? Chirp, 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 chirp. It's a cricket. Cricket chirps by rubbing its wings together. It does not use its mouth.
That's interesting.
And there is 1, 2, 3 chirps. Chomp. A bright red ladybug munches on a leaf. Point to each of its spots. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 black spots on the ladybug.
I like how you included the color there.
A ladybug can eat up to 5,000 bugs in its lifetime. Sounds pretty gross to me. Look down at your feet. Tiny ants march in a straight line. Ants are small but very strong. They can carry items that are much heavier than they are. Let's see how many ants there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 ants. Wow, it's a whole lot of ants. And up from the dirt, the garden worms wiggle. Can you wiggle like a worm? I can try, but I don't think I can, do as good as the worms. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 worms on the page. Very tiny hairs cover a worm's body and help it move and burrow in the dirt.
That's interesting.
Trace your finger along the tree. Walking along a branch is a busy little caterpillar. Look, you can see that there's the caterpillars. 2 weeks after being born, a caterpillar curls into a hard case where it grows wings. What bugs can you find in your backyard? Well, I see a caterpillar, a grasshopper, a spider, a ladybug, an ant, a butterfly, oh, and a little cricket over here. And there's a dragonfly, and a bee, and a worm. Wow, that's a lot of bugs in my backyard. The end.
Thank you, Max. Okay, and so I'm not going to have Max do this one, but you get the idea very easily. So one last thing, you've been given lots of paper and you've been given crayons a couple different times and things. And one of the things you can do is have them make worms and just draw a line and not call it a worm. It's a worm now. And you can do vertical lines or you can do horizontal lines. But these are all skills that we look for children to be able to do somewhere between their second and third birthday is for them to be able to copy straight lines. And you can do a crawly worm, okay? And just do that on your own. But thank you, Max, for participating. Oops. There we are. Okay, bye-bye.